The one question we receive more than any other question in recent days is, when will the church be reopened? Friends, I want to be perfectly honest with you. We have never closed. Now, some of you are thinking, what do you mean you never closed? Well, the church isn't a building. The church is the people. And unless you've stopped being the hands and feet of Jesus, we have never closed. In fact, we might be more open right now than ever before. Over 60,000 people tune into our services every single weekend. Did you know that? That's because you've spread the message of Jesus and shared our services to literally thousands of people. Every week, people are giving their lives to Jesus, just like when we met at our physical campuses. Every week, people are connecting in small groups. We have started almost 100 new small groups since this pandemic began. We have given away over 2,000 masks to first responders and hospitals. We have spent thousands of dollars on food in Belize to help those who have been most affected by this virus. Right now, there's a shipment of clothing heading to Belize to help those people. We restocked the food pantries here in Albuquerque back in March. So right before this pandemic hit, they were prepared to help as many people as possible. In fact, I'd like you to do that again. At all of our campuses, we're going to have a bin outside the main entrance, and we're asking you to drop off your non-perishable food items into those bins so we can help food pantries all over the city and all over the state. If you live in the Farmington area, please stop by the Farmington office to drop off your supplies. And if you live in Los Lunas, the village, then please drop off your items at any of our Sagebrush campuses if you want to participate. Friends, because of your generosity, every one of our ministry partners is fully funded and continuing to advance the kingdom of God in places like Haiti, Nicaragua, Cuba, Cairo, Egypt, Juarez, Mexico, and that church in Cambodia that we were also excited to build is being built as I speak. When are we reopening? We've never closed because you can't close the church. We're just doing things differently right now. Now, our physical services on our campus is just one aspect of what we do. What you want to know is, when are we going to be able to come back to one of our physical services on one of our campuses, right? This is one of those times that no matter what you decide to do, you're kind of in a no-win situation. As of Friday, the governor said that we can open our facilities at 25% capacity. Now, I want you to imagine for a moment what that exactly looks like. You can't have services for preschool or children or teenagers, so they'll sit with you with a mask on, because all of us at this time are required to wear a mask. We're required to stay away from each other, and if over 25% of you show up, I have to send some of you away. Does that sound exciting? Does that sound like the Sagebrush that you know and love? Doesn't sound exciting, does it? I know it doesn't sound exciting to you because we sent a survey out last week and you told us that at 25% capacity, you would rather us wait a bit and let the restrictions lighten. You would feel more comfortable coming back at 50% capacity. Well, we've been praying about it, and that was our number as well. We agree with you. We've been praying about this since this began, and no one would like to have our worship services under the current restrictions that we have. So we're going to continue to worship online. Each week, I'm going to update you on what we're thinking about having our physical services again. But let's not make the error in asking, when is the church going to reopen? We have never been closed. I want to give a shout out to the staff. Haven't they done an excellent job with all of our content? The online services and the service on KOB have been outstanding. And what they pulled off this past weekend was amazing. The intro video with Billy walking around the campus and that drone shot to put us on the roof, was that beautiful or what? Then that powerful testimony from my daughter, that was my Cammie doing that testimony. And then the beautiful song shot out in the Bosque, that young woman crushed that song. We have had one great service after another. And how about the student and the children's programs that are put out each week? Also, let's not forget about the daily content that's being produced on Facebook and Instagram. Again, we're reaching more people than ever before. So this weekend, we won't be having services at 25% capacity, because we'll be at 100% capacity in homes all over the state of New Mexico and around the world. Maybe the situation will change next week. Maybe it won't. But make no mistake about it, we are not closed. I want all of us to stay healthy. And I want the staff to be healthy. I want us to continue to spread the message of Jesus where we're at. So I'll keep you updated on this situation each week because, as you know, it's a very fluid situation. This weekend is Memorial Day weekend, and we'll be back on KOB at 10 o'clock on Sunday mornings. Now, for us to be able to sustain the KOB service, we will be 1 week delayed for that particular service. What that means is our worship service from last weekend will be on this weekend on KOB. We're doing this so our production team has enough time to put that service together. So this Memorial Day weekend, we're replaying the service from last weekend on KOB. So if you want to stay up to date with each weekend service, you can stream the newest service each weekend in all of our social media platforms. Only KOB will be 1 week delayed. Also, don't forget you can stream the weekend service on demand, meaning whenever it's convenient for you, starting every Saturday at 4 o'clock. You can do that through Facebook, YouTube TV, our app, our website, Apple TV, Roku TV. Just download the app and you're good to go. One of the things you can do for us is to continue to share the church's content with your friends on social media and spread the message of hope in what seems like a hopeless time. Unless you're watching this weekend on KOB, because that service is a week delayed, we will be concluding the monsoon series this weekend as we look at the monsoon of my own dumb fault. We're going to look at how to keep our choices from leading us into a torrential downpour. Then the following week, we're starting a brand new series called Relationship Playbook. A lot of people are struggling in their relationships during this stay-at-home order, and we want to help you rebuild fences and treat each other the way that Jesus has treated you. Friends, pray for our church, pray for our staff, and please pray for God's will to be done.